So we don't want to be going down there. We want to go up that way. So when you do your turn, mirror, shoulder check, point your helmet across the road. So see where I am right now? Yeah, turn your helmet like that. After you've done your shoulder check, turn your helmet exactly how it is now and keep it turned that way while you're doing your turn. So that way when you're halfway across the road, you're going to be looking up past my bike there instead of down here at the curb. You can glance down with your eyes every now and then just to check your spacing if you want to, but keep your face pointing where you actually want to go. Okay? Alright, so when you're ready. Again at 40. Not looking forward to summer this year. Feels like summer's going to be a hot one. A little bit quick there. Alright, he's getting up to speed. Indicator off. 40 kilometers an hour, just cruising along. And braking. Excellent stop. Really good squeeze there. Make sure your hands aren't already on the levers though. Okay, we just want our hands on the bars. And once my hand starts going up, then we can put our hands on the levers and start our braking process, okay? Because if your hand's are already on it, then you're anticipating the stop, and it's kind of cheating a little bit. What we're trying to simulate here is something unexpectedly pulling out in front of you or coming out in front of you. So we're just wanting to suddenly stop. So yeah, really good braking though. When you did start braking, really, really good braking. That's exactly how we want to brake. But yeah, try to make sure your hands are just on the bars, okay? Awesome. Just a couple of things with your U-turns, as I'm noticing as you're going up the other end there to do your turn. You're kind of like almost about this far away from the curb. Remember, the more room you've got on your left here, the less room you've got to turn on your right. So we want to be closer to the curb before we start our turn. Okay? Because it's good that you can, you can turn the bikes really tightly anyway. It is perfectly fine, but we want to make our life easier. We don't have to do we don't want to do tight turns if we don't have to.
And if it's a bigger bike, then I think it's a problem.
Yeah, it will be a problem when you're on a bigger bike. So yeah, we just want to start our turn, get nice and close to the curb so we've got as much room as possible to turn in. Start your turn, and instead of trying to turn in just half the road space, use up the rest of the road. So if you're halfway across the road and you're pointing directly at the curb, cool, then you're going to do a nice smooth arc. If you're halfway across the road and you're pointing up the road already, then you've done a really tight turn. Good work, but make life easy for yourself and straighten up a little bit earlier. Okay, to use up more of the road. Okay? All right. What gear were we in when we came down? Third? Brilliant. All right. Cool. All right, so we're going to do one more at 40, okay? Mirror indicates shoulder check. Yep, brilliant. Looking up. There we go. But see how you turned really tightly? Use up the rest of the road. It's good that you can turn that tight, definitely. But if you don't have to, then yeah, just use up the rest of the road just to make your life easier. All right, he's getting up to speed nice and quickly. Only 40, cruising along, good. And braking. Okay, really good stop, but very aggressive right at the very end there. Okay, you're kind of just doing that. You're just kind of like almost just jamming it on really tightly. Be smooth, okay? Be smooth. It is a really good stop that you're doing. The first 3/4 of the stop, spot on, but right at the end there is a point where you can kind of stop squeezing a little bit, and the bike will stop eventually, like will just come to a stop. No, it's not just more training, it's just that if you keep that squeeze going and suddenly grip it really hard right at the very end, you can lock the front wheel up a little bit right at the end. So we just want to keep that braking smooth all the way through. At the moment, you're kind of just making one big giant like action, like you're just kind of just doing the action rather than feeling how the bike's reacting. All right, just pull over on the side of the road for me.